Raymond Temple, I'm back! Welcome to a great day of learning. And today, I asked Ray the Eagle if I could borrow this wonderful costume, but you too can be Ray the Eagle. Jace, I know you've been waiting for this opportunity, so here we go.
Good morning, Raymond Temple. Today is Friday, April 1st, 2022.
Happy Friday, Archie!
Our interpreter for the month of April is Kaden.
Number 3. What figure should replace the question mark? You've got 10 seconds to figure it out. So, did you manage to see the hidden pattern in these weird shapes? They are all numbers with their mirrored reflections to the left. So, the right answer here is a 6 and its backwards twin.
Here are your current events. Kindness Monday. Have a kindness shirt, wear it. If not, that's okay. Everybody should show kindness every day. Filling buckets and a positive mental attitude shapes us into the people we want to be. Free virtual ASL class, Mondays at 6 p.m. with Miss Serena Rere. It's an exciting hour of American Sign Language, deaf culture, stories, and facts. The link to the live stream is on the Raymond Temple School website. Join thousands worldwide who are learning ASL, American Sign Language.
Who likes a challenge? That's what I thought. Everyone at RT likes a challenge. Okay, so beginning this Monday, you can guess what the upcoming PBIS event will be. What do I do with my guess? Good question. You write your guess on a small piece of paper or a sticky note. What should I include on the paper? Well, include your guess, of course. Also, your name and room number. What do you do with it now? You place it in the blue principal's mailbox outside the office. If your answer is correct, you'll receive a dream gaming system of your choice. Not April Fools! However, you will receive a treasure from the store. As a side note, we may include a clue to what the event is during the morning announcements. So pay attention and hunt for those clues.
For the rest of Women's History Month, we will be featuring the faces of Raymond Temple. Today we have Miss McGraw. Let's start with some get-to-know-you questions.
What room number are you in?
I am in room 11.
What grade do you teach?
I teach 3rd grade.
Have you always taught this grade?
No, I actually taught 2nd grade for a long time, about 13 years, and I taught 5th grade for 7 years. And I've also taught 5th and 6th grade combination class and a 3rd and 4th grade combination class.
What do you love about teaching the most?
I love the conversations and discussions I have with students that start from something we're doing in class at the time. I love when someone has a question about something related to a topic and we can all learn more because of the question the student asked.
What do you love about RT?
I love how supportive the teachers, the students, how everyone at Raymond Temple supports one another and really helps lift one another up.
What hobbies do you enjoy?
I love being with my dogs. And I also love to, I mean, I do like to watch a TikTok or two now and then. But I also love to do calligraphy or hand lettering.
Will you share 2 personal facts about your life?
I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. My son is 13 and in 7th grade, and my daughter is, 10 and in 5th grade. And also, I have been teaching, this is my 21st year teaching.
What's one memorable thing you've done?
I really love to travel with my family. One memorable thing I have done is in Alaska, I took a helicopter to the top of a mountain where they keep the sled dogs that pull the sleds in Alaska, and I actually got to mush with sled dogs, and we got to visit all of the husky puppies. So that was one of them.
That's really cool.
It was so cool.
Before we conclude, is there anything you'd like to say to your class or team?
To room 11, you guys are amazing. One of my favorite classes of all time. And to Raymond Temple, thank you for being so welcoming. It is not my first year teaching, but it is my first year teaching at Raymond Temple, and everyone has made me feel very welcome. So thank you for that.
Thank you for your time, and we appreciate you and all you do.
Who?
What?
When?
Why? And where? When did sign language start?
Play the video. Oh.
Have you ever stopped and wondered who first invented sign language? How far back does it go? Let's find out on today's episode of
Colossal Question.
Just like any other language, no one person invented sign language by themselves. But many believe the process started with a Spanish monk from the 1500s named Pedro Ponce de Leon. No relation to the Fountain of Youth guy. He was inspired by a system of signs that he and other monks used to communicate with each other during periods of silent meditation, and decided to start a school for deaf children. While he didn't invent a formal sign language, Pedro Ponce de Leon reworked hand signals that they were using at his monastery, turning them into an alphabet he could teach. Pedro certainly wasn't the first person ever to use signals as a way to communicate. Many indigenous Americans use hand signals to help when trading with the Spanish and other Europeans, for example. But his system was the first known system made solely to help the deaf. Another Spanish priest by the name of Juan Pablo Bonet took Ponce de Leon's work and built upon it. He spent years developing methods for teaching this new alphabet of hand signals, and wrote a book in 1620 where he laid out all of his teaching methods. His book was highly influential, and many of the signs that Bonet describes in his book are similar to the sign language alphabet we still use to this day. Over 100 years later, a French priest named Charles Michel de L'Epée took it one step further and founded the very first public school for deaf children, called the National Institute for Deaf Mutes. Children showed up from all across France to study at the new school, and many of them came with signs of their own that they had developed to help communicate at home. Epée collected all of these different signs and created a few of his own, publishing them as the first dictionary of sign language. He felt sign language needed to be as complex as any other language so that people could say just about anything without limitations. His work and school were so influential that before long, his standardized sign language spread all across Europe and eventually the United States as well. Today, people all around the planet use different regional variations of the same sign language that Epée developed and standardized using Bonet and Ponce de Leon's work. So, who invented sign language? No one person gets the credit. Instead, several people spent their life's work trying to help find a way for people with hearing disorders to communicate more easily. And that's pretty cool. Or another way to put it, thumbs up.
What's for lunch today?
For lunch today, you're having bean and cheese pupusas.
Stay tuned for your sight words after the pledge. Remember to soar
Every day,
everywhere.
with everyone.
That's it from your Raymond Temple Student Council team. Bye!
Have a great weekend.
At Spooner Farms in Puyallup, spring rain plinks into puddles and weeps from rusty wires. But the bleaker his dormant fields look, the happier you'll find farmer Jeff Spooner.
We got a good crop coming on this year, so it should be a good price and a good yield too.
For more than 40 years, the Spooners have hedged their bets on raspberries by growing marshmallows.
Washington's very conducive to marshmallows.
The same cold and wet temperatures we've been complaining about all winter have frankly turned a lot of fields around here into marshes. But those are the perfect conditions for marshmallows, and they've never tasted better.
The Spooners have been farming the fertile Puyallup Valley for 5 generations now, mostly berries, but also hops. When the bottom fell out of the hops market, Jeff's dad, Ken Spooner, made a fateful decision.
In 1965, we decided to switch over to marshmallows.
I'm still surprised that marshmallows grow so well in Washington State. You'd think it'd be too wet.
Well, they like the little dampness, and that's what keeps them moist.
In late autumn, farmhands pick marshmallow spores from old growth and then plant them in long rows by hand. It's backbreaking work. Then it is Mother Nature's turn to work her magic. The damper the winter, the more bountiful the spring.
I think it's been just a little bit wetter, and marshmallows kind of like the dampness, so I think it's going to be a good year for the marshmallows.
Jeff, I wish the folks back home could smell what we smell and taste what we taste.
Oh, these are great. The sugar content in these things are absolutely high, and the vanilla taste, they're fresh, they're excellent.
Nothing like fresh.
No, they're great.
Americans eat 90 million pounds of marshmallows every year. Among the marshmallows' biggest fans, Danny DeVito, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Steve Buscemi, Sally Field, Brian Dennehy, Audrina Partridge from the Hills, and Jackie Chan, Sandra Bullock, Paul Rudd, Lucy Liu, Wesley Snipes, Goldie Hawn, Quentin Tarantino, Panic at the Disco, and Tom Hanks, though even they might be hard-pressed to tell you whether marshmallows were fruits or vegetables.
Oh, they're more of a fruit. They're good for antioxidants, and just like raspberries, blueberries, marshmallows, they're all same group.
And from the looks of it, this will be a blooming good year for marshmallows.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.